I'm tired. I'm very tired. And, I shouldn't be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused too. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is PukaTuka, and today we're going to be playing some more Doki Doki Literature Club, Doki Doki Blue Skies, blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. I start reading, you guys are like, okay, well, why am I watching this? Because I really shouldn't be. But it does, that's just how it works. That's the rules. You gotta watch, you gotta like the video, you gotta subscribe to the channel. That's just how it works. 7 subscribers away from a milestone. Do it. Now. Anyway. Feeling refreshed after a decent night's sleep, I'm patiently waiting for Sayori. The winter chill really has no mercy, especially this early in the morning. Thankfully, Sayori isn't particularly late, and before we know it, we're on our way to school. Hey, Puka. Yes, Lady Sayori, how may I be of service on this fine winter morning? I was curious, who's your favorite club member? Not including you, I don't really have any, to be honest. None of them are as awesome as you. Come on, you've got to like one of them more than the others. I narrow my eyebrows. Where's this question come from? Why the sudden interest? I just wanted to know how well you're getting along with the others. Definitely not Natsuki for obvious reasons. I never got the feeling that she likes me, plus it's always really awkward when it's just the two of us. Spoke to her alone once last semester and it was a painful experience. What about Monica? Compared to Natsuki, we definitely get along a lot better. She looks super appreciative when I told her how much I like the club just before we perform, but to be honest, she's always been a little intimidating. I nervously scratched the back of my head. Being the perfect student and all, maybe I'm imagining it, but sometimes I get the impression that she might look down on me. Don't get me wrong, I definitely appreciate all of her hard work for the club and all. Much like Natsuki, we've never really spent time together, so I wouldn't really say she's my favorite either. So, what about Yuri? Unless I'm mistaken, Sayori is trying really hard to appear nonchalant. It isn't working particularly well. Well, yeah, I'd probably say her. I mean, I've got to know her a little better over the last semester, and she went from someone who could barely maintain eye contact with me to someone who agreed to go shopping with me when it was just us. I've enjoyed seeing her come out of her shell to allow me to see the real her, I guess. Ah, okay, that's what I thought. Sayori, is everything okay? I noticed that you left kinda abruptly last night, after we talked about Yuri. Did you guys have an argument or something? I really can't imagine those two having a fallout, of all people. It's extremely rare for Sayori to get angry, along with the fact that their personalities don't clash at all, so what could it be? Oh, of course not, silly. I was just a bit surprised at how friendly she's been with you recently, that's all. Given how shy she is, I'm just curious to, I'm just a bit surprised, that's all. Right. School is looming in sight, so unfortunately, our conversation will have to end here. Yeah, that's crazy, Sakurai. So, as you can tell, the 1930s were very important for European history. Countries all across the continent were experiencing significant changes, both politically and socially. Now, I made it my New Year's resolution to end my lessons before the bell rings, so we'll call it there. Oh, by the way, could I have a word, Puka? I swear to God, those must be the scariest words you could ever hear. Well, along with I'm pregnant, we have to talk, or it's not you, it's me. Yeah, you right. You right. Hopefully things I won't hear from Sayori, especially after that second one. I approached the front desk, awkwardly hovering by the side. I need to give you the results of your exam, so here they are. Like I said, I'm tired. Okay, add I need to give you the results of your exams to that list. He pulls out a piece of paper and lowers his voice as some students are eating nearby. You don't have to look like you've seen a ghost. My mind wanders back to last October. Funny he should mention the ghost. For the most part, you've done well. Your grades in history, Japanese, and English, especially, were satisfactory. Looks like being in that literature club has really helped, huh? How did you know about that? Puka, please. I'm a wise old owl. Aren't you one of the youngest teachers in the school? He sighs dramatically. You can never let me have my fun, can you? Although, your grades in other subjects could be a little better, namely math and physics. It's not a cause for concern, but I know you can do better. Yeah, about that. Truth be told, last semester was kinda hectic. Relationship stuff. Ah, Sayori? How did you know? How did you know? I want to know too. That's not just me reading the line. I want to know. How do you know? His eye twinkles with a knowing smile. Anyway, you're a bright student. Well, when you want to be. So, I'm struggling. Breathe a sigh of relief. I'd recommend paying attention to the technical stuff from math and physics especially. And don't be afraid to ask for help when it's needed. Not everyone can excel at everything, but I have faith in your ability to bring your grades up. Thanks, sir. The past few months weren't easy. Relationships are tricky. So I'm glad I was able to keep up academically at least. He pauses to study me, offering a shrewd smile. Of course. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. From what I've seen, the literature club is full of girls. He chuckles to himself. Now, I've got to go to a meeting that I have to pretend to be interested in. There really is no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. If you don't know the song I'm singing, then that's fine. I don't expect you to. With a nod, he turns to leave. As I turn to follow him, my brain keeps replaying his words over to me. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. Fumbling for my phone, I noticed it's a text from Monica, sent to all of the club members in a group chat. Hey guys, it's just been told that the club room is being used after school today. It's for a supervision session for people to talk to their teachers about their exam grades. Plus something super important has popped up, which means that I can't make it. I'll do my best to rearrange it. Sorry guys. I mechanically shoot her a reply while on autopilot. My brain is whirring at 1,000,000 miles an hour as I finally realize something I should have seen coming. Before I can say anything, Sarah starts the conversation. So my teacher gave my exam results back. Oh? Yeah, I can't really complain, I guess. I did much better than I thought I would for biology, but physics was a bit of a nightmare. Math wasn't great either, but on the whole, I think I've done okay. Sarah, are you jealous? Oh, okay. Very abrupt. Okay, Sayori, are you jealous of Yuri? The abruptness of my question, along with the clash of conversation topic, takes her by surprise. For a moment, there's a silence. Silence which grows heavier as I realize how tactless I was with my approach. What makes you think that? You're my girlfriend, and I've known you for years? What would I have to be jealous of? She's trying to sound confident in her answer, but the wavering in her voice gives her away. I don't know, that time we spent together, the Christmas shopping and her walking home with me yesterday? Sayori turns away, so I can't read the expression on her face. When she replies, she's talking to the ground. I'm sorry, Puka, it's just... You seem so happy with her and... We're just friends, Sayori. I would have thought you could see that. Don't you trust me? I'm not sure I want to hear the answer. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just that I don't trust Yuri. You see, Yuri's stupid, and she's stupid. I'm trying to believe that I'm worth your time, and then I hear about how she's your favorite member of the club, and you really enjoyed seeing her come out of her shell. So that's why she was asking me. It all makes sense now. First her depression, and now the jealousy. And when I asked why Yuri wanted to walk home with you, you said you couldn't tell me because it was personal. I mentally smacked myself. Looking back, of course the answer must have sounded suspicious. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to sound like I doubted you or anything. Sayori and I settle into my house. Once we're comfortable, I continue to press her. No, Sayori, it's not your fault. I didn't really see it from your perspective at all. Please believe me when I say that. You're the only one I want. Yuri is a great friend, but that's it. The feelings I felt for her have always been platonic. I wrap her into a hug and she sighs. As I stroke her, she clings to me, hiding her face in the folds of my blazer. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm totally new to relationships, so I really don't know. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. It's okay, it's okay. I didn't think you were doing it to hurt me or anything. Okay, good, because I'd never do anything to hurt you. I've been such an idiot. Yuri has just been feeling really lonely recently. I briefly feel Sayori on what Yuri told me yesterday. I'm not entirely sure I should be telling her this, but at this point in time, I'm much more concerned with complete clarity between Sayori and I. Oh, so that's why. It makes a lot of sense thinking about it. Although I can't help but think. She looks down at the ground again, nervously biting her lip. I can't help but feel that Yuri likes you, Puka. I hope not! I really hope not. I don't want to deal with that, but there's so much story left for me to read and record. Really? You can be really dense sometimes. There's a sad playfulness in her tone. Yeah, really. She's trying to spend more time with you. She really appreciates your company. It's subtle, but I can tell by the way she looks at you. I think she gets attached really quickly. But she said she knew we were together and didn't want to intrude on that or anything. Sayori? Maybe I was right then. About what? About me just dragging you down. What can I even give you that Yuri can't? You said it yourself. She's lonely, and if she was with you, then she'd be happy. She's smart, she's really pretty, she's really elegant. What am I? I'm just an airhead. I can't even find the time to get ready in the morning. I'm just a dead weight to you. You're so much more than that, Sayori. Even if Yuri was the most desirable girl on the planet, I wouldn't give a damn, because you're the only person I want. You know something? When I was walking with Yuri yesterday, I couldn't help but wish that I was with you. I don't know how this is going to turn, but I don't have any predictions either. It was only the one time we didn't walk together, but one time is all I needed to realize how much I enjoy walking home with you. So what if you can't find the time to get ready in the morning? You're still beautiful, even when you don't try. Aw, Puka, you're just saying that though. I swear on my life that I'm being 100% genuine. These are the things I've always wanted to say to you, but I've never really known how. And that's not all. I wake up every day and I feel so goddamn lucky knowing that you're my girlfriend. You've always been there for me when I needed it most. I don't think I've ever told you how happy you make me. I pull her in close for a kiss. She clings close to me and I can sense the urgency in her touch, and her to touch. It's impossible to describe how it feels to hold her in this moment of vulnerability. I don't really know. I don't really care about how elegant Yuri is. If I'm being honest, that's her, who she is. I much prefer your quirkiness and how silly we can be together. We have that link that no other girl in the world can say they have. We really do have that history together, don't we? A history that I'd never trade for anything. Puka? Please don't leave me. I know I'm being selfish for asking that. You're not. It's so confusing, but when I'm with you, I feel warm inside, and I think that, well, just for a moment, that maybe everything will be okay. I can't really understand why you care so much about me, but I'll trust you. I'm glad, Sayori, I really am. But if I'm being honest, she looks up at me. We can't do this alone. I think we should look into getting you some therapy. She looks away. I'll obviously always be there for you, but I'm just a normal teenage guy. There's only so much I can do. I don't know. Why not? It's just a really scary thought. I don't want to go through all that false hope again. Again? I've tried therapy and antidepressants before, Puka. Back when I was first diagnosed with depression. Everyone told me it would work. They told me that I would feel okay again, but that never happened. I was much younger back then, and everything was a million times scarier and more confusing. All those tests, all the questions, the drugs, I didn't know what was wrong with me. The whole thing was terrifying. What I'd give to be a medical professional right now. Wow, Sayori, I had no idea. I wouldn't have expected you to have known. Would you believe me if I said things would be different this time around? And how would you know that? I wouldn't, at least for sure. But if we leave this unchecked, how would things ever change? I know it must be really hard for you. Believe me, I can only imagine what you're going through. And I totally get why you'd be reluctant to try it again, but I promise you that this time I'll be here. You wouldn't have to go through it all alone. I squeeze her hand. Well, we'll get through it together, remember? But what if it doesn't work again? We'll find another doctor and another therapist until it does then. It's not going to be that easy though. I know. But I'm never going to give up on you, so I don't care how long it takes. You're so selfless, but in how much you care for other people's happiness, but I want you to be happy. Do I really deserve that, though? If other people deserve happiness, why don't you, Sayori? Just ask yourself that. Please? For me? Okay, for you. It feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Finally, I feel like I'm not alone in trying to help Sayori anymore. I know that must have been a really difficult thing to agree to. I'm really proud of you. You're much braver than you realize. Although, I haven't been too pushy or anything, have I? I want to encourage you, not force you. It's something I would have had to try sooner or later, I guess. While there's always the chance that therapy might fail again, it's also the only way I could potentially get better. See? That's the spirit. She doesn't look wholly convinced, but smiles anyway. I'll do it for you, Puka. I'm not going to hold my breath, but if it makes you happy, I'll give it a try. That's all I can ask for right now. It means a lot that it means a lot to me that you'd be willing to try again. Well, let's hope this time it works out a little better. Anyway, I'll talk to my doctor tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. Uh-oh! I haven't had to make a choice in oh no! Oh! I haven't made a choice in months! Oh no! It's been so linear! Oh no! No! Oh no! Offer to join? Okay, wait, I'm just offering. She could still deny it. What's the worst that could happen if I show up? What's the worst? What's the worst that could happen? I see benefits and negatives with both sides of these, but I believe not going has more negatives. So I'm going to offer. It's only an offer. She can deny it, so that's fine. It's only an offer. Oh, and Sayori, I hope you go right with this. I hope that you better word this correctly. You better offer to go, not say I want to join. Don't say it as a statement. Say like, would you like me to come with you? Something like that. Oh, and Sayori, I can come with you to your therapy sessions if you want. Okay, you worded that correctly. We're chilling, I think. Are you sure? Would they let you? I think so. I mean, if you tell them you're okay with it, I don't see why not. Just keep me updated, okay? I wouldn't want to miss your first session. Okay then, and thank you. It's kind of daunting to start, so having you around should hopefully make it much easier. I'm just glad I can help. Okay. Woo! We're safe. We're safe for now, I think. Yuri. Before I know it, the weekend has already arrived. The weekend? Like, the artist, The Weeknd? The one who sings the blinding lights? I was gonna say flashing lights, that's Kanye West. Okay, anyway. Before I know it, the weekend has already arrived. It's been a few days since Sayori agreed to try therapy. With a slight nudge from me, she spoke to her doctor, who managed to arrange for her first therapy session tomorrow. As relieved as I am with such a speedy response, I'm still fairly apprehensive. Seeing how pervasive her condition is, interfering with her ability to get homework done, twisting her self-perception. It's been daunting. I can't lie, I guess just seeing how serious depression is has been a shock to my system. A part of me does worry that somehow me getting involved is actually a bad thing. Perhaps I'm somehow making it more complicated. Do I really know what I'm getting into here? No, Puka, don't listen to that silly irrational side. Let's look at the positives. She agreed to get some help, so this is the first step to recovery. Yeah, that's true. Plus, I didn't read that, so I go back. Plus, I'm going with her, so at least we're making this step together, right? It should be fine. Being a chronic overworrier truly is a curse. Being with Sayori makes me happy. It's best to focus on that and stop worrying about what could go wrong. Because if I constantly focus on the negatives, well, that's no good for anyone. Stay positive. Optimistic outlook, Puka. Optimistic outlook. After completing my morning routine, I find myself sitting at my kitchen, aimlessly wondering around about how to spend the day. One of the drawbacks of your first relationship is that you don't really know what you're meant to do with your partner. It's too cold to spend much time outdoors, so we're limited to the indoors. I check my watch, 10:14 a.m. Nope, that was an hour ago. Pretty early, Sayori wouldn't even be awake yet. As my gaze idly settles on the used plates in the front of me, an idea hits me. Ooh, Sayori would love this. About half an hour later, my work is done and carefully placed into a bag. I make a trip over to her room, hoping that she's still asleep. As I was hoping, she's fast asleep. No surprises given it's not even 11 yet. As I approach her, I'm struck by how cute she looks when she's sleeping. Wait, that didn't sound super creepy, did it? I mentally chastise myself. Stop being so weird, Puka. But the way she's curled up into a ball, even with her hair being a mess and a slight trickle of drool leaking from her mouth, she's perfect. I don't think there's any way that this girl could ever look anything less than beautiful. The light sounds from her snoring turn my light smile into a heartfelt grin. Setting down my bag, I quietly walk over to her and gently brush a lock of hair that's falling into her open mouth. She stirs slightly as my hand brushes against her forehead. Wait. If you want to know why I found that amusing, it's because I tell my friends wakey wakey to annoy them. They hate when I say wakey wakey, sleepyhead, wakey wakey. Anyway.
5 more minutes.
I made you breakfast. She groggily sits up and rubs her eyes, hugging the blanket closer to her.
You didn't have to, Puka.
I can't help but feel really disappointed. I can't help but feel disappointed and slightly irritated by her reaction. I wasn't really looking forward to seeing how exuberant she'd be.
What time is it?
Like 11? Yawning, she pushes the covers off and sits up. She still looks quite tired. She gingerly opens the bag and forces a smile onto her face. You can thank your dear sunshine poem for inspiration, especially that last line.
God, I'm so selfish. I have such a thoughtful boyfriend who's been super considerate and made me breakfast in bed, and I can't even thank you properly. You went through all of this just for me. Anyone else would be really appreciative, and yet here I am, complaining that you're here.
Huh? No, it's not like that at all. I mean, yeah, I was hoping you'd be a little more happier. I was hoping you'd be a little bit happier to see me, but, well, it's kind of on me for forgetting how difficult mornings can be for you. Don't worry about it. I can tell that my words haven't convinced her in the slightest, and I don't get the feeling that you don't want me here. Relax. She slowly starts chewing on the food.
This is really good.
It's pretty basic stuff, to be honest, but I'm glad you like it. Natsuki's cooking has nothing on me, as you can see.
How is it that you can make me laugh, even when it's the last thing I want to do?
Magic, I think. Maybe I was a comedian in my past life. No, I was not. I was not. I'm not funny. I'll have you know. I'm not funny. Really. It's a question that science has been trying to answer for the past 100 years or so.
By the way, can we just have a lazy day today? I don't really feel like going outside or anything.
Fine by me. After she finished eating, we made our way back to mine. We've pretty much resumed our standard activity of cuddling on the sofa. Maybe my earlier worries were unfounded after all. We're both content in just being in each other's presence, regardless of the activity. Oh my god, I have a feeling that Yuri is going to ruin this. Yuri, shut up. You haven't even said anything. I'm saying this in advance. Yuri, shut up. I'm aimlessly flicking through the movie channel on the TV. I whip out my phone. I knew it! I called it! I'm smart. Look, it's so... Shut up!
Hi, Puka.
What's up?
Not much.
Sayori's right. Yuri carries on typing and she's taking an awfully long time to reply. I get the feeling that she's plucking up the courage to ask me something.
Well, I was wondering.
Go on.
Would you like to discuss the book with me today?
Not really. I haven't read much of it, to be honest. I think the movie version is on Netflix, though. Hang on, let me check. God, you can't win! You just can't. You just can't win. There is no winning. There is just ruined by Yuri, and then,
What's up?
Oh, you know, that book Yuri lent me. I'm checking to see if it's on Netflix.
We're gonna have a horror night?
Well, I told Yuri I'd let her know my thoughts on the book with her, but I haven't really read enough of it to really discuss it. But if I can find it on Netflix, then I thought we could all watch it together instead. Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Are you okay with it?
Of course. I'd be a terrible friend if I stopped her from coming over.
I'd wait, no, wait, why is she coming? What?
Other people are out there having tough times too.
She shifts her attention to the television. Wayne? I don't know, smile on her face. Okay, I figured that if you were here too, you wouldn't feel like I was, I don't know, leaving you out or anything.
It's fine, Puka. Dear God, that clown looks even uglier on the big screen. I've never liked clowns.
Good news! I found it. You can come over. Sayori is here too, by the way.
Are you sure that wouldn't be interrupting anything?
Well, you already interrupted. She's not fine with it. That's a lie. There's no winning. There's no... What is the last quote Monica says? There is no happiness in this club. Something like that. Because that's true. There's no such thing as happiness in the literature club. Nah, she said she's fine with it. It's all good. One text later, and Yuri's waiting outside my door, book in hand. Hey Yuri, come on in. Sayori's in the living room.
Good afternoon, Puka. Thank you for suggesting this, by the way. I haven't seen the movie version yet.
Yeah, neither have I. Neither have we. Should be interesting.
Hey Yuri.
Yuri smiles in greeting.
I've heard good things about the film adaptation, so I'm hopeful that this will be enjoyable.
Only one way to find out. As predicted, Sayori is a massive chicken, jumping at every loud noise and suspenseful scene. On the other hand, Yuri seems totally engrossed by the movie, never once looking away during an ominous scene. For the most part, it's difficult to read her face as she remains fairly impassive, although a look of wonder and interest occasionally flickers across her face, especially when the monster is on screen. It's definitely one of the better horror movies I've watched. Granted, that isn't saying much as I haven't seen too many. I have to admit, the acting in this film really sells it. Both the clown and the young kids who serve as the protagonists are brought to life really well.
Oh no, please don't tell me they're gonna go into that creepy building. What? Why would you go in there? It's just a nightmare waiting to happen.
She ducks behind a cushion, only peering out intermittently. Yeah, something like that. Something she took to doing once the clown was first introduced. I laugh and pull her closer. She cuddles into my shoulder, turning her face so she can still see. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch Yuri quickly throwing us a glance. From my periphery vision, it's hard to tell, but she looks a little sad. I don't care! I'll be honest, I don't. I don't care. I grimace a little. Clearly, I forgot how isolated Yuri feels at home. Watching Sayori and I cuddle probably is a painful reminder. No, that's not the case. She has a crush on you. You fool. You're an absolute fool. You're an idiot. You're stupid. You're everything that I wish I could not be. Especially if Sayori's prediction about how Yuri feels about me is true. An hour or so later, the movie's over. It's been really interesting to hear Yuri's thoughts, not just on the movie, but on the horror genre on the whole.
And that's something I admire about both the book and the movie, how both approach and present the main theme of fear. A lot of the film adaptations of books tend to over-sensationalize the content, and many horror movies rely on cheap jump scares to elicit a reaction. Of course, there's nothing inherently wrong with the jump scare, but I find the best horror tends to really get under your skin and makes you think. Well, after you finish.
Yeah, I agree. Jump scares just annoy me, really. They startle you, sure, and the build-up can be tense, but from what I've seen, horror movies make it really obvious when one's coming up. The music really goes really quiet or really spooky. The character is in a dark place.
Indeed. Sadly, it's quite the common occurrence with modern horror. There's not much left to your imagination.
I can't help but notice that Sayori's been very quiet throughout the discussion Yuri and I are having. You okay, Sayori?
I don't really have much to say. You two carry on, I'm fine.
She's looking absent-mindedly at the screen.
It's unfortunate that the second part of the movie isn't out yet. It's like being able to only read half the book.
The second part is about how the characters come back to fight the clown when they're adults, right?
Indeed, and that's where the plot really shines. Anyway, I have some errands to be getting on with, so I'm going to have to leave. Thank you both, by the way. I really appreciate it. That's okay, Yuri. I hope you're feeling better.
Yuri turns to me.
Oh, did you tell her?
My face grows hot, and my haste to reassure Sayori that nothing was going on between Yuri and I totally forgot that Yuri's confession was likely confidential. Oh, damn. Yeah, I did. Sorry, Yuri. I didn't realize it was private.
It's okay. I suppose it's only fair that there's clarity between two people in a relationship.
Whew, I'm glad that Yuri is so understanding. Anyway,
I'll see you two on Monday. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye, Yuri.
As Yuri leaves, I turn to Sayori. She's looking a little rueful. I don't know what that word means, but I can pronounce it, so it works.
I hope you were right about therapy, Puka. I'm dreading tomorrow.
It's going to be fine, don't worry.
I hope so. I should probably get going as well. I'll see you tomorrow.
And with a wave, she departs as well. And we're all alone! Just in time for me to end the video, alright? Cool transition to whatever this is, because this is what we call an outro. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I feel like I'm gonna choke. But if you did, I hope you guys enjoyed something. I'm messing this up really badly. Give me a second. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead, smash that like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and hit that little bell so you know the next time I upload a video. But yeah, I'm out. Peace!